Tumatak ang mga istoryang naglapit ng science and technology sa ating mga buhay. Kaya naman ngayong linggo, babalikan natin ang top 10 best episodes ng DOSTv na talaga namang nagpakita ng impact ng science sa ating negosyo at kabuhayan, sa ating pamamahay, at nag-angat sa kalidad ng ating buhay. Pamilyar ka ba sa pangalang Apollo? Oo, ito nga ang pangalan ng spacecraft kung saan sakay sina Neil Armstrong na mga unang tao na nakatapak sa buwan. Kaya naman ng mga panahong iyon, usong-uso na ang pangalan ng mga bata, Apollo. Tulad na lamang ng ating balik scientist ngayong araw na si Dr. Apollo Arquiza.
Nung bata ako kasi, actually I was born during the moon missions. Kaya Apollo really was based on that, yung Apollo missions. No? And that was the first time that man stepped on the moon, no? Bida yung mga astronauts. So when I was younger, pag tinanong ako, what do you want to be? So, astronaut ang sagot ko. And that was really my dream, not to be an astronaut. Because of, lalo na, because of my name and because of yung kwento nga na I was yung named after them. So parang sa mind ko, talang destined, no? But it never really occurred to me na I will be an astronaut. Kasi when you grow older, kita mo na astronauts are really for developed countries, no? Hindi pa Pilipinos. So sa ngayon, it was not, so I know I was not meant to be. So I became an engineer, pero funny, no? What happened was, when I did my PhD in the US, I worked with a professor who was working with NASA research. So, yun na nga. So I started working with NASA research, and now I'm in the field. So, hindi ako pa rin astronaut, no? But I've been able to do some stuff that they can do, like yung floating in microgravity. So, that's very nice.
Si Dr. Apollo ay isang scientist na katuwang ngayon ng NASA sa pag-alalay sa mga astronauts nito upang makatagal sa outer space. Si Dr. Apollo ang responsable sa mga machines na ginagamit ng mga astronaut upang mapatagal ang shelf life ng pagkain nila sa kalawakan at ma-recycle ang kanilang mga basura. Pero kwento ni Dr. Apollo, bata pa lamang daw siya, may hinuha na siya na sa astronomy malalagay ang kanyang pangalan.
Nung bata ako talaga, we were watching Star Wars, lumabas na nun eh, no? So, lumabas. Tapos yung meron pa rin Star Trek. Tapos yung naalala ko meron, dahil nga dun sa space shows, madami. And I think power of suggestion na nga rin kasi yung pangalan ko Apollo. So, ang nangyari talaga, was blessed na science involved din yung mother ko kasi pharmacist siya. So, meron kami maraming books about astronomy. So, tinry din niya na i-develop. And fortunately, it stuck. Kaya lang hindi talaga yung astronomy, more on engineering. So, pero I realized ngayon na sa life support is more on engineering. So, hindi ako astronomy but engineering part, which is interesting. It's just a matter of being at the right place at the right time. No? But I'm happy that it happened kasi when I go to, yung field ko nga, no, it's life support for astronauts. When we go to, every year merong conference ang NASA and wala kang makitang Pilipino. Kasi before, usually, NASA kasi is an federal agency, so Amerikano yung talagang regular nila, yung staff. So konti lang kami nasa research na. And I think once ko lang yata nakita ng Pilipino sa field ko na, pero film pa, no? Film. So that was really big and I think I never heard of yung naka-experiment ka dun sa zero-G plane. So I think it would be I would be the first Filipino. And what was fun was with NASA, they were open with naglagay ako ng flag sa flight suit ko. They were good with that. So that was a good thing. At least show na sabi nga no, the Filipino can.
Napakalaking ambag sa space studies ang naging imbensyon ni Dr. Apollo. Ang research niya sa advanced life support for human space exploration ay hindi nga raw isang biro.
When I went to the US to do my PhD, nagkataon na yung professor, may isang professor na ang field niya is NASA research. No? So sa engineering siya, si Jean Hunter. So as part of her group, as her PhD advisee, I worked with her on several NASA projects. So yung pinakita ko nga is only part of it. So yun ang kagandahan. I was part of a group that was doing NASA research. So it was in Cornell University pero NASA funded. So partly food, tapos partly waste treatment. Kasi during that time, yung mga astronauts sa space, they produce waste, no? Yung water waste, tapos yung dumi, no? Tapos yung food waste. So we're trying a way to recycle it para mabawasan yung gastos. Kasi if you don't recycle, sayang pag tinapon kasi you're going to bring more on the space station and every kilo, mga $20,000 in terms of fuel and rocket space. So, sa NASA talaga, ang kanilang objective is recycle. So, if you can recycle, that would be it. So, first work is recycling yung mga magagamit pa sa garbage nila. Tapos after that, yung food na. Try to produce food. Challenge kasi is usually pag sa research naman talaga, it's you are doing things na wala pang gumagawa before. So, wala kang makita na pwedeng pagbasihan. You start with very basic. So, medyo madami-dami yung steps na kailangan mo para makaproduce ng final product. So, that was part of it kasi we were trying to develop things na merong part ginawa na pero hindi kompleto. So, we were putting it together and adding new things for us. So that was a big challenge na kasi wala kang makita masyadong pwedeng sundan. No? You are trying to do things that are very new. Ang plus side niya is you learn a lot kasi usually talaga is learning by doing. So I had to do things and then learn by doing and that was a good training.
Kaya naman bumalik siya sa Pilipinas sa programa ng DOST na Balik Scientist Program upang maibahagi naman sa mga Pilipino ang kanyang talino. Naging focus din niya ang pagkain. Kaya naman, pinag-aralan niya mabuti kung paano mas mapagaganda ang food production at pagkain pinamimigay ng gobyerno tuwing may sakuna.
We work on it siguro research funding, mga mabot kaming halos 4 years, no? Kasi madaming projects sunod-sunod. Yung isa 4 years, yung isa 2 years. So, iba-iba. Kasi usually ganyan talaga ang science. Once you do something, you see more interesting questions ba? And along the way, if the funding agency finds it interesting too, so tuloy-tuloy yung pondo. And that's what I like when I got back. No, DOST is, I think, a lot more money for research. So I think a lot more aspiring scientists or engineers can do things that they want to do. Na even though sa ngayon, they may not think na magagamit siya practically, but later on, it will be, basta science, they will find a use for it. The Balik Scientist program it's more than enough, no? So it will give you time to, and it gives you, kasi you are with DOST, it gives you parang kang pamilya na ng DOST, and DOST is very big, no? So you have access to a lot of services, a lot of people who are experts in their field. So that's very good. So I'm very happy with the Balik Scientist program. I'd like to thank dati before it was under the Office of USEC of R&D with Dr. Amelia Guevara, ngayon with USEC Gev, Rowena Cristina Guevara. But now it's under USEC of Services na eh. So this is my second stint kasi with USEC of Science and Technology Services, si USEC Carol Yerobe. So I'd like to thank them again. No? And Pissured, yung aking sponsoring agency. Those who are, yung mga iba pa nag-isip magbalik scientist, no, don't worry na yung exactong field mo. Kasi isipin nyo ako, no, my work is outer space research, no? Eh walang ganito dito. But what happens is yung skill set mo, you will find use to solve the problems in the Philippines. And don't worry about the support, no? The government or DOST will give support kasi science has really been going up, I think, the last few years. Sa akin kasi, I think I'm getting there, no? Kasi part yung scale up ng food products natin. Kasi if you go around the countryside, ang daming food products, no? Pero usually it's small scale lang yung gawa. And if we can scale it up, make it high quality, shelf stable na we can export or yung mga turista natin can use it, that's very good. So that's one of my, is try to develop nga yung technology for food processing. No?
Sa kabila nito, may pangarap pa rin daw si Dr. Apollo para sa Pilipinas. Inspirasyon si Dr. Apollo para sa ating lahat. Pero may payo siya sa mga nais sumunod sa kanyang yapak.
I think the main really thing is, awan ko, no? Everyone, bata, no? They're interested with space talaga. No? I mean, and kahit matanda, kasi if you remember nung recently, January 31, we had that, tatlong yun eh, super blue blood moon, no? And everyone was interested, no? I'm sure a lot of people were interested. They were seeing kung ano nangyari, no? From full moon, nawala, tapos naging red, no? So that's where it starts, yung observation and then the science. Bakit nangyayari yon, no? And the good thing is, science has developed na almost sa school matuturo na yan. And I think that's the best thing. Try to keep the interest alive. No? Yung I'm very happy with SEI, no? Maraming talaga. Yung Science Education Institute, no? I was part of yung kanilang mga outreach, no? Yung mga Science Explorer, no? It's like try to push students to see the world, no? The universe in terms of science, no? Kasi yung hindi lang basta may rainbow, no? Ang ganda, pero iba yung kasi yung let's say alam mo kung bakit nagkaka-rainbow. Let's say umaga, andyan yung araw, tapos umaambon, no? Alam mo pag tumingin ka sa likod, may araw, may ambon, ano meron? Rainbow, no? So because of science. So that helps really yung ganung mga examples cultivate, no? And that's part of it, no, cultivation. Pero do not make the mistake na parang sabihin sa kanila na science is easy, no? Science is fun all the time. Kasi science is really, hard science is really hard, no? Yung research. So that would be. So part yun na develop the curiosity and give them the training para pag talagang research na, they have the right stuff, kumbaga. Sa mga aspiring scientists yan, so just, tama nga, no? Sabagay, keep on reaching for the stars. I mean, reaching lang, pero pwede ka pero it's still a good thing to do, no? Just follow your dreams, okay?
Tunay ngang kahanga-hanga ang mga taong ang talino'y alay pa rin para sa bayan. Malayong lupain man ang marating, ang paglilingkod ay parating nakaalalay sa bayan natin. Kaya naman, saludo kami sa mga katulad ni Dr. Apollo Arquiza at sa iba pang siyentipiko na tumutulong para mapaunlad pa ang bayan.
The Philippines, situated along the Typhoon Belt and the Pacific Ring of Fire, is exposed to numerous natural hazards, making it the third most disaster-prone country in the world. Being highly vulnerable to numerous natural calamities, resource assessment for planning and decision-making is crucial for the protection and conservation of these natural resources. The question is, how do we protect them? Resource assessment involves identifying these resources, their location, their status, and their characteristics. Detailed information about these resources are needed by the government agencies and local units for better planning and decision-making. The UP Training Center for Applied Geodesy and Photogrammetry, or UPTCA-GP, together with 14 state universities and colleges and higher educational institutions, is currently undertaking a directed research program entitled Nationwide Detailed Resources Assessment Using LiDAR, or PhilLiDAR-2. This is funded by the Department of Science and Technology through its Grant in Aid or GIA program, monitored by the Philippine Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technology Research and Development, or FISHERD DOST. PhilLiDAR-2 aims to complement ongoing programs of government agencies by utilizing the groundbreaking light detection and ranging, or LiDAR data, develop methodologies for extracting resource features from LiDAR and other RS data, produce high-resolution national resource maps, produce vulnerability assessment maps for high-value crops and coastal resources, and formulate recommendations to help address future local supply and demand in agriculture, coastal, forest, and renewable resources. The first project component is the agricultural resources extraction from LiDAR surveys, also known as PARMAP. PARMAP aims to provide an updated and detailed inventory of the agricultural resources in the country. This deals with the development and application of methodologies for the extraction or mapping of agricultural crops and vulnerability assessment. The project utilizes datasets from LiDAR surveys, other remote sensing systems, and field measurements. The second project component is the aquatic resources extraction from LiDAR surveys, also known as CoastMap. CoastMap aims to develop procedures and workflows for extracting and characterizing coastal resources such as aquaculture, mangroves, corals, seagrass, and other aquatic resources from LiDAR surveys. This also involves vulnerability assessment of coastal resources. The third project component is the forest resources extraction from LiDAR surveys, also known as FREXLs. FREXLs aims to develop procedures and workflows for extracting and characterizing forest features, such as tree count, canopy height, canopy gap enclosure, biomass, and carbon stock from LiDAR data, and validate it with field measurements. The fourth project component is the development of the Philippine Hydrologic Dataset for watersheds from LiDAR surveys, also known as PHD. PHD aims to develop procedures and workflows using various geographic data models to generate different hydrologic datasets in watersheds. The last project component is the Philippine Renewable Energy Resource Mapping from LiDAR surveys, also known as REMAP. REMAP aims to assess the renewable energy resource potential of the country for biomass, hydro, solar, and wind, and to perform site suitability assessment for the development of these renewable energy resources. Each component aims to develop a detailed and comprehensive database of all the natural resources extracted that may be used in various applications, such as production of high-value crops, irrigation assessment, aquaculture production, forest protection, water resource monitoring, and discovery of renewable energy sources. The results and outputs of this study will be used by planners, managers, and decision makers in the local government units and other target beneficiaries for use in applications, including but not limited to natural resource management, land use planning and development, and capacity and resilience building.
Magandang umaga at para nga sa magiging lagay ng panahon ngayong araw ng Miyerkules, April 10, 2019, makikita natin na easterlies pa rin ang patuloy na nakakapekto dito sa may Central and Southern Luzon kasama ng Visayas at Mindanao. Makikita natin na may mga kaulapan na nga tayo na-observe over the Mindanao area, kaya may mga isolated thunderstorms na nga tayo naitatala noong mga nakaraang mga araw. At wala pa rin tayo namamatang anumang sama ng panahon na posibleng maging bagyo na pumasok o mabuo sa ating Philippine Area of Responsibility sa susunod pa na 2 hanggang 3 araw. At dito nga sa Luzon, may mga panakanakang mga pag-ulan lamang ang ating inaasahan. At dahil dito, ang buong Luzon kasama na ang Metro Manila ay magkakaroon pa rin ng maaliwalas sa panahon at may inaasahan nga tayo mga isolated thunderstorm. Especially on the eastern side dahil nga meron tayong umiiral na easterlies. Ang agwat ng temperatura ng Tuguegarao ay mula 24 hanggang 37, samantalang sa Lawag City ay 25 to 32 at sa Baguio City ay mula 16 hanggang 27. May kainitan nga rito sa bandang Northern Luzon kaya patuloy natin pinapayuhan ng lahat na maging handa sa mga posibleng epekto na mainit na panahon. Dito naman sa Legazpi City, 26 to 32, samantalang 26 to 33 naman ang inaasahan sa Puerto Princesa. At sa Tagaytay, may kalamigan sa 22 to 31 at dito sa Metro Manila, inaasahan pa rin natin ang 26 to 35 degrees Celsius. Kaya ang lahat, especially dito sa Metro Manila, ay pinapayuhan na maging handa sa mainit na panahon, magdala ng pananggalang sa matinding sikat ng araw o kaya na may magdala na rin ng mga mailalamig na tubig upang maiwasan nga ang heat stroke na inaasahan natin dahil nga tayo nagre-rehistro na mataas sa temperatura dito sa Metro Manila. Sa Visayas at Mindanao naman, inaasahan pa rin natin na maulap na papawirin na may kalat-kalat na mga pag-ulan at pagkulog dito sa Eastern Visayas at Caraga Region. Samantalang ang nalalabing bahagi naman ng Visayas at Mindanao ay magkakaroon pa rin tayo ng maliwalas at panahon ng mga isolated thunderstorm ang inaasahan, lalo na sa dakong hapon o gabi. Ang agwat na temperatura ng Tacloban ay mula 25 to 30, samantalang 25 to 31 naman sa Metro Cebu at sa Iloilo ay 26 to 32. Makikita nyo na medyo malamig sa Visayas dahil nga may mga pag-ulan na tayong naitatala ng mga nakaraang araw. Compare with the Luzon na medyo may mga kataasa pa rin ang ating inaasahang magiging agwat ng temperatura. Mindanao naman, 25 to 33 ang inaasahan sa Davao. Samantalang dyan sa Cagayan de Oro, 24 to 31 at sa Zamboanga City naman ay mula 26 hanggang 34 degrees Celsius. Sa kalagayan ng mga ating baybaying dagat, nakikita natin na moderate o katamtamang pag-alon lamang inaasahan over the eastern coast ng bansa kasama ng western coast ng Mindanao, ng Luzon at slight to moderate naman sa nalalabing bahagi ng ating bansa. Wala tayong nakataas na gale warning sa anumang baybayin ng ating kapuluan, kaya malaya mga kapalaot ang ating mga kababayang mangingisda at may mga maliliit na sasakyang pandagat. Ang mga nagpaplano mag-island hopping ngayong bakasyon ay magandang pagkakataon nito upang maranasan natin na magbakasyon sa mga isla dito sa karamihan dito sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang magiging taya naman ng ating nagiging lagay ng panahon sa susunod na 3 araw, patuloy na generally fair weather o malibar sa panahon ng inaasahan sa Metro Manila at may mga isolated thunderstorms na nga lang tayo. Agwat ng temperature may kainitan pa rin sa 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. Baguio City naman, magkakaroon pa rin tayo ng maaliwalas sa panahon ng Huwebes at Biyernes at pagdating ng Sabado may inaasahan tayo mga pag-ulan. Kaya sa mga magbabakasyon over the weekend sa Baguio, magkaroon naman tayo mga paghahanda dahil nga sa inaasahan natin mga pag-ulan. Agwat ng temperatura ay maglalaro mula 15 hanggang 27 degrees Celsius. Legazpi City naman, magkakaroon pa rin tayo ng maliwalas sa panahon, isolated thunderstorm ang inaasahan, agwat ng temperatura ay mula 25 hanggang 32 degrees Celsius. Dito naman sa Metro Cebu, maliwalas sa panahon din, mga isolated thunderstorm lamang inaasahan, kaya magandang magplano magbakasyon sa Cebu. Ang agwat ng temperatura ay maglalaro mula 25 hanggang 33 degrees Celsius. Metro Davao, ganun din ang inaasahan natin. Generally fair weather with chances of isolated thunderstorms, especially sa hapon at gabi. Agwat ng temperatura ay mula 25 hanggang 34 degrees Celsius. At dito nga sa Kamaynilaan, ang araw ay sumikat na ng 5:45 ng umaga at ito'y muling lulubog ng 6:09 ng hapon. At yan ang latest mula rito sa Weather Forecasting Center ng Pag-asa, Raymond Ordinario nag-uulat.
DOSTv would like to thank Filipino Creazione de Mano Incorporated. Visit their showroom at ground floor lobby, PSMBFI Building, 318 Santolan Road, West Crames, San Juan City. SciDev, the world's leading source of reliable and authoritative news, views, and analysis on information about science and technology for global development. Visit their website at www.scidev.net. Enchanted Kingdom. Enjoy the rides and attractions in Santa Rosa, Laguna, or stay up to date through their website, www.enchantedkingdom.ph. The magic lives forever.